Before The Walking Dead, before the whole zombie explosion, Danny Boyle came out with 28 Days Later. And with 28 Years Later coming out this week, my friend Luke thought, I mean, I had never seen them. He said, you have to watch these movies. So last night, as movie 157, I watched 28 Days Later. Concept is a man wakes up in a hospital played by Cillian Murphy, and he's been in a coma, and you know, it's the trope now. I feel like The Walking Dead had the same intro anyway, but he wakes up and civilization has collapsed. There's some sort of zombie virus, or they call it a rage virus, has swept all through England, and there's only a handful of survivors, and Cillian Murphy has to survive. He links up with a few other people. They go and they search in Manchester to find this like sort of army breakout, and all hell ensues. Now, the cool thing about this is I was noticing it's shot like on MiniDV cams, you know, those like old home movie cameras. On what I thought when I was looking, this must be a shoestring budget. Turns out it did cost around $8 million. Where that money went, I don't know. That's certainly not in the camera department. I don't mind it. It gives it this gritty feel that you're really on the ground there. Is sort of not quite docu-style, but just like along for the ride, almost inspired by Blair Witch Trial sort of thing, or Blair Witch Project. I usually don't enjoy zombie movies. I was never into The Walking Dead. Horror's not my thing. I really liked this movie. It doesn't feel overtly horror. This is probably one of the best apocalypse movies I've ever seen. You feel the tension throughout. You feel the angst, the isolation, the fear. I think this is a great film. And I mean, if you saw my review of Sinners, I don't usually go for this kind of thing. But it feels, the way that I don't like about that, or the way I don't feel about most horror, why I like this, is it feels pretty grounded. Sure, the idea of a zombie virus is pretty out there, but if that's the setup, that's the world that we're in, all the reaction, everything that happens feels pretty natural and true and grounded to what would happen in that scenario. Not to mention, pretty cool to see the streets of London and all of the English countryside completely empty. I wonder how they shot that to get, you know, the M1 completely broken. I don't know. Is that the M1 that goes to Manchester? You let me know. My English followers will let me know in the comments. I love how dirty and raw this movie feels. I like the way that it all plays out. Definite 4 out of 5 for me. Terrifying, influential, obviously, a lot of zombie stuff after this. Well, some zombie stuff before this, but I feel like this kind of turned the tide on it. And tonight we're going to watch 28 Weeks Later before maybe we'll go to the theater and see 28 Years Later. And you let me know whether you want me to do that or not. But I'll see you in the next one for 28 Weeks Later.